Okay, so here I am, day one in Oldsmar, Florida, and I just arrived this morning to visit the Sponaugle Wellness Center and to be treated for Lyme and all that is going on in my body. And you know what? I have really avoided taking pictures of myself or doing any sort of video up to now because, to be honest, I really did not want to remember any part of this part of my life. But I feel that it's necessary because I truly believe that today is the first day of my healing and getting better. So I visited the Sponaugle Wellness Center for the first day today just to get acquainted with what's going to happen. I got a ton of blood work done today, like 40 plus vials. I also did urine tests, and they are testing just a ton of things that I'll get the results from on Monday. I meet with the doctors on Monday, and then we set forth a plan, and I start IV treatment on Tuesday. So take a good look, because this is Kelly after 6 years of a very long journey. So today, as I do this, my main symptoms, so that we don't forget, are, if you just look at my face, my eyes just are void of life. They're very swollen, and they're just not Kelly. They just lack life. So number 2, I have nausea 24/7. Number 3, I have joint pain in all the way down my spine, in my lower back, in my hands. My feet are excruciating to stand on. They feel like someone's taken a hammer to the bottoms of them. My entire body, number 4, is I have incredible muscle weakness. So I just lack the strength to lift things, to pull things. If I have to dry my hair in the morning, my hands are just hurting so badly. And I actually don't dry my hair most mornings. I avoid that. That leads me to number 5, my hair. My hair has continued to fall out. It is very thin, and it also is void of life. Number 6, I have insomnia. I just simply don't sleep. Or if I get a little bit, it's very choppy. But I have a very difficult time going to sleep. Number 7, I am so fatigued. Fatigued to the point of just the smallest task is overwhelming to me. Getting off the plane today, walking to get my bag and taking my bag took every single ounce of energy I could possibly drum up to do that, and just to get to my hotel. So I am so fatigued yet can't sleep. So number 8, I have brain fog big time. I have difficulties recalling things. My memory has definitely been affected. I have difficulty finding the words to say at times. When I'm speaking with someone in a conversation, I'm really not in that conversation. I just have a difficult time focusing on what that person is saying and being attentive. My body feels so restless when I'm in a conversation that I just can't focus. Number 9, I have such severe pressure in my head that it feels like it's going to blow off. I get shooting pains, almost feels like electricity that goes to the top of my head, inside my head. The pressure is so severe in my ears that if I stand for any length of time, I get incredibly dizzy and lightheaded. The pain radiates into my jaw and down into my neck. And that has, over the past about 6 to 8 weeks has gotten severely worse, to the point where I do have some numbness on one side of my face. My neck has become so sore that it's now feels like it's swollen inside, which makes it difficult to swallow at times. And of course, with such severe head pressure and pain and ear pressure, that just multiplies the nausea that I already feel. Number 10, I definitely have had weight gain. I've gained 35 pounds in a year of really not doing anything besides just doing what I normally do. But number 11, I cannot exercise, unfortunately. Obviously, due to the top 10, there is a complete inability to exercise, because if I even attempted to, I would be on the couch for the next probably 3 to 7 days. Oh, number 12, I have a complete intolerance to heat. So I'm in Florida, and it's hot and it's humid, and I can literally not stand outside for more than 30 seconds because I feel like I'm going to pass out. So that's another one. And I think that rounds it off of my top 12 symptoms right now. So I just wanted to go over those, because as I get better, I feel that one by one, those are going to disappear, and I will never see them again. So that is documented. That's for the record. That is how I feel today, July 18th, 2013.
Hello everyone, I'm Pastor Philip Johnson, patient coordinator here at Sponaugle Wellness in Palm Harbor, Florida. We're in the Tampa Bay area, and we're glad you're watching this video with us today. I'd like to introduce you to, tell us your first name.
My name's Kelly.
Kelly, and we're so glad to have you here, Kelly. Where are you from?
I am from BC, Canada.
Born and raised?
Born and raised.
All right, awesome. Get a lot of Canadians. Did you meet some Canadians here?
Yes, towards the end of my visit,
Right.
there seemed to be an influx of Canadians.
There is, and we love that. Great people to come down here. How old are you?
I'm 37 years old.
And you look like you're 23.
Oh, thank you. Well, maybe now, but not before.
We need that before and after picture
Yes,
to show
yes.
up right here now. So let's tell your story. How long ago, how far back do we need to go that you started feeling bad?
I started feeling bad. I remember the day specifically.
Okay.
June 4th, 2007, so 6 years ago.
Okay.
I woke up feeling like I had the flu, and it never left. And that just started a myriad of symptoms. Now looking back, I can definitely say things started a little bit before then.
Okay. You know more now. You're able to track some of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Lyme disease, was that in what we're talking about here?
Yes.
Did you know you were bit by a tick?
No, I had no idea.
Okay.
Lyme disease didn't even come onto the radar until just this past May. So it took me 6 years.
Okay. So what happened from then? You woke up with the flu-like symptoms that never went away. Is things get worse?
Oh, things just went downhill quickly.
Okay.
I felt like I had the flu. I thought that that's what I had, and then it never went away. So chronic nausea was my predominant symptom.
Oh, I hate that.
So it never left. It was 6 years, and every day, 24/7. And then from there it progressed to severe gastrointestinal issues. I started to gain weight rapidly. My hair started to fall out. My eyebrows were thinning. I was so swollen. Every part of me was swollen. Then the fatigue set in, debilitating fatigue. And weakness, muscle weakness, joint pain then started.
Okay.
Insomnia.
You had to be very frightened.
I was very frightened. I thought that there was something severely wrong and that they eventually would find it.
And you're a mother.
I am a mom.
And so you had babies that needed attention.
Yes.
And when we think about how this stuff affects our life, we think about the hours that are stolen. You know, from the time that we would be spending with our kids or our husband and things that we would be doing. I have a list here of things that we checked off when you arrived. Autoimmune disorders, brain fog, decreased vision, fibromyalgia symptoms, hair loss, headaches, hormone imbalance, joint pain, muscle pain, the paralysis of the facial nerves, stiff neck and swollen lymph nodes, the nausea. It's like perpetual motion sickness, fatigue, and the twitching, the ear pressure, the weight gain, and the swollen throat. Those are a lot of symptoms.
There were a lot of symptoms.
So how did you find us?
By the grace of God.
I like that.
After I found out that I did have Lyme disease, via another doctor did find that and diagnosed me with that. He suggested a few places to start looking and start researching, and via a support group online, another Lyme group, another previous patient heard my story and felt that I sounded very similar to her, and she then said, you need to give the clinic a call.
Wonderful.
So that's how I came to find out.
So between the time you first woke up feeling like you had flu until you got here, were you treated? Did you go to other doctors?
Oh, I saw every specialist I think imaginable.
Okay.
I chased symptoms because no one could ever get to the root of the problem. So you just listed off all of those symptoms. So I saw every specialist in those areas, and we went through various treatments treating symptoms, but they never got better because the root of it was never found and identified.
So were you diagnosed? I mean, did they come up with diagnosis during those times?
They did. I was diagnosed with hormonal imbalances, severe hormonal imbalances, Hashimoto's disease, Addison's disease, chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia. I was handed antidepressants on several occasions, of which I declined because I was not, at that time, that was not the issue.
Sure.
So the list went on.
Okay. You've been with us for how long?
10 weeks.
10 weeks. And what did you discover? You discovered when you arrived here, we do our proprietary testing.
Yes.
And so the day you walked in, now for you it might have been a little delayed because Canada, we had to do some testing here.
Yes.
But you would have discovered, you already knew you had Lyme apparently.
Yes, I did know I had Lyme.
And by looking at your complexion, I'm sure there were some mold problems here.
Yes, that is what I didn't know. Now looking back, when things got severely worse after 3 years, we lived in a home that had mold, and visible mold. And I had no idea the horrible effects that mold has on the body. And at that point I can look back and say I crashed. My immune system crashed.
And often mold, you may have had Lyme for years, and then one of these things like mold toxicity comes into the picture and it compromises your health.
Yes.
All these symptoms. And to explain to the folks that are watching this, when I talked about looking at you, 25% they would say of the population cannot detox on their own. Your genetics do not allow you to do that. And many times it's more of the lighter skin, the blonde hair, the blue eyes, the red hair type person. So, so mold was a big issue. I'm sure there were other things that we discovered because mold and Lyme compromise so much of the body, our health.
Yes.
And we end up with hormonal issues. Brain chemistry is always a big deal because these things become neurological and can be very quickly.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're on the end of your treatment. You're getting ready to leave and go back home. And I'm sure that's going to be very exciting for everybody.
Very exciting.
For all that happened. There was a note you wrote on here. I want to read that to you now because when I saw it, it just touched my heart in such a big way. We asked this question when you first came in, what would you like to achieve with the help of Dr. Rick Sponaugle? And you wrote, I would like my life back, to be the woman, wife, and mother that God created me to be.
Yes.
I thought it couldn't have been said any better than that. And so, do you think this is going to be achieved? How do you feel about this statement now?
I do. I came here lacking hope.
Okay.
And that was my greatest desire. And I'm leaving here with hope.
Amen.
So that those things have been achieved to some extent already and will continue. I am moving in that direction.
All right.
For the first time in 6 years.
So let's talk about recovery. And it's probably not fair to put a number or try to put a percentage on recovery, but we like to ask that question. It's important to us.
Yeah.
And it's important, I think, to those that visit our website, because we do a lot of things by numbers here. Our testing, you know, we want to look at those numbers to see improvement, see what we're accomplishing all the time. So if we were talking about recovery, you know, did you recover 10% or 50% or 60%? Where do you think your recovery is at this point?
Right now, I would say I'm between 90 to 95% better. I have a ways to go. I have, my body needs to get stronger. But my symptoms are 90 to 95% better.
Isn't that wonderful?
Unbelievable.
And when we talk about your body, you know, needing to get stronger, you've literally been held hostage from being the person that God made you to be.
Yes.
And now you're being freed from all of that.
That's what I feel like.
And the recovery begins, and as you get back into life, well, it probably only take a week taking care of children.
Yeah,
You'll
exactly.
be like,
Yeah.
You'll be back again. All right, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Is there anything that you would like to say in this video before we say goodbye to everybody?
I think to those patients who are watching, I know exactly where you were at. I was there.
Sure.
And it's hard to watch these videos and imagine this person now in that position. But I was there and I lack that hope. And I would say pick up the phone and give the clinic a call, because that was given back to me. I have a completely new outlook leaving here, and I feel like I can put this behind me.
Wonderful. Thank you. Well said.
Thank you.
All right. And thank you all for watching this today and hearing another, well, heart-moving testimony of a patient that has become a picture of great health.